What does the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl mean to you? Let me know down in the comments section below. So guys, a couple of weeks ago, I was at work. And I was sitting there and I don't remember what I was doing. I was doing some task that did not require a lot of thought. And my mind was drifting off to other things as I was just kind of, zoning out a little bit. And it hit me again, and this has happened at certain points throughout this year, but it just happened again where I thought, Tom Brady is the quarterback of this team. The Buccaneers are in the playoffs, and they have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Now, I believe that this was either before the divisional round game or something along those lines. And since then, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the New Orleans Saints in the divisional round. They defeated the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game, and they're one game away, one win away from winning the Super Bowl, being the best team in the NFL, Super Bowl champions. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are one game away from that accomplishment. Boom, right? It's mind-boggling to me. And I've had these thoughts and feelings at certain points throughout the season where it just is that feeling of, what is happening? Like, what is all of this? Is this really happening to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Bucs fans? Like, is this real? Because it doesn't feel real at certain points. And just to, I guess, recap, it's been less than a full calendar year since the Buccaneers were 7-9, and the future was very much in doubt. Nobody knew what was going to happen with the quarterback position. Nobody knew what was going to happen with other aspects of the team. And we were just thinking about whether or not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could get a winning record again with the current group of guys that we had, with the coaching staff that we had. And even, hoping for a chance to get back into the playoffs. These were things that we were hoping for. And then so much stuff has happened. In March, Tom Brady signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which that was the first step. That was the first step of what? Because when the rumors had come out there that Tom Brady was leaving the New England Patriots, there were some fans who had thought, hey, he might come to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And some media people were saying, hey, the Buccaneers, sleeping giant. I believe that was actually from Peter King. And all these people, were saying, hey, it might be possible. But then you had the other people, and I was half in this camp, half in the other camp of saying it's possible, who thought, there's no way Tom Brady is going to come to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's no way. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We don't get guys like Tom Brady, usually, right? We just don't. Tom Brady's probably going to go to a different team who has better recent history and is more suited to Tom Brady, right? That's what we always think with the big-name free agents. And the GOAT, Tom Brady, yeah, there's no way he would come to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But then it happened, and that still doesn't feel real. Seeing the photos of Tom Brady in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform playing in games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers does not feel real. It really doesn't. And it probably won't ever sink in that Tom Brady is and will and was a quarterback for this team. That will never sink in for me. But it's real. He's on our team. He is our quarterback. And then after that, the floodgates just opened. Rob Gronkowski joined the team. LeSean McCoy joined the team. Eventually, Antonio Brown joined the team. And all the guys who were here, their play got elevated even more. It's that unintangible, that unintangible leadership quality, just magic, right? That Tom Brady has that just makes every single person on this team, from staff to players, just be better at their jobs. It's the Tom Brady effect, is what my friend Kyle always says to me. And it's just been an insane year. Right? And I know that with all the circumstances that have been going on in the world, all the bad, and trust me, there's been a lot of bad, that this is, for Bucs fans, a shining ray of hope, basically, to be incredibly, I guess, cheesy and optimistic about it. this year's been incredible, right? And everybody thought whenever Tom Brady had signed with the team that the Buccaneers will go back to the playoffs, yes. But I think even the very optimistic of Bucs fans, maybe weren't 100% thinking that this team would go all the way to the Super Bowl. But that's a thing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team who had not been to the playoffs in 13 years, who had not won a playoff game in 18 years, is now in the Super Bowl from the wild card round. First time that's happened since the New York Giants whenever they won the Super Bowl back in, I believe, 2007. So this is just an insanely magical year. That's one of the only words that I can use to describe it because I'm struggling to find ways to describe this year and what the heck has been happening. So, what does this mean to me, right, as a Bucs fan? What does the Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl mean to me? It means so much because we've been having to wait for so much time, right? We have been through so much stuff. Josh Freeman, Greg Schiano, Lovie Smith, Dirk Cutter, Jameis Winston, even going back a little bit further, Raheem Morris. I mean, all these guys after the John Gruden era, and even after that Super Bowl year, the John Gruden era, it was fine. It was good. They made the playoffs, I believe, a time or two, but it wasn't anywhere close to what it was whenever they won the Super Bowl. We've waited 18 and 13 years, to even get back into the playoffs, and 18 years to win a playoff game yet again. And now all that has happened in 1 year with Tom Brady, when all the doubters were there, saying that Tom Brady's old, he's washed up at the age of 43. You guys lost to the, you guys basically, sure, you beat some teams going into the playoffs, 4-game win streak, but it's the Washington football team. You're underestimating them and their defensive line. Buccaneers took care of business. In the divisional round, they had to play the Saints. Everybody thought, there's no way the Buccaneers are going to beat the Saints. Saints are going to the NFC Championship. Buccaneers went into the Dome and beat the Saints in that game. Then, finally, at Lambeau Field, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to freeze up in the cold. There's no way they can beat MVP Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, and then they did it again in Lambeau Field. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, have been, just really not underdogs, but there have been doubters every step of the way throughout this season, throughout the playoff run. How's Tom Brady going to do? Year one of Bruce Arians' offense, he's going to struggle. He's going to throw some picks. It happens every time. I even saw Bucs fans saying that, who were still upset about certain moves they made and players they moved on in the offseason. And it didn't happen. Tom Brady defied the odds. All the playoff, expectations for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers defied the odds. This team, how's this team going to play around Tom Brady? Are they going to be able to play like a complete team? They defied the odds. They played like a complete team. I mean, all this stuff that has been coming together for the Buccaneers this year, all coming to a point where they are now in the Super Bowl. It means so much because, man, we've had to sit through a lot. I mean, before and after that Super Bowl, a couple of years before the Super Bowl, maybe a year or two after the Super Bowl, it's all been crap, and I think every Bucs fan of every age has been waiting a long time for the Buccaneers to get back to this point, and it feels so freaking good. All the coaches, all the quarterbacks, all the other different rotating players, that's all kind of washed away a little bit now with this season because the Buccaneers came together as a complete team with some phenomenal free agent additions. Shout out to Jason Light. And they're one game away from winning the Super Bowl, which just sounds like a crazy sentence to me. And it means the absolute world to me because I've been waiting a long time, and I know you guys have been waiting a long time as well. And I know that there's some fans who haven't even seen the Buccaneers make the playoffs in their lifetime yet. So, for every fan of every age of this team, whether you're a Brady fan, whether you're a Bucs fan, whatever it may be, whatever age you are, this season has been special. This season has been magical, and it's still unfathomable in a couple of ways. It's still just unquantifiable how important this season is to this team and this city in a couple of ways. But this has been absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy that this season has happened. It feels really freaking good. So with that being said, guys, again, leave me your thoughts about what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers making the Super Bowl means to you down in the comments section below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, your stories, your comments about your fanhood and what this season has meant to you. Because to me, I almost can't even put it into words how just insane and amazing this season has been. All the moves, all the people on this team, all the good play that we've seen from this team is obviously something we haven't seen in a long time. Maybe, you know, in a long, long time from this team is something we have not seen from them. And it just feels amazing. So that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.